The move from Kirtland to Missouri was very difficult for the Latter-day Saints. They had just gone through the Kirtland Safety Society disaster. The Kirtland Safety Society anti-banking company actually opened its doors right on Temple Square there in Kirtland, issuing its first money in January of 1837. But by May of 37, a national disaster had gripped the nation. Mercantile businesses were closing their doors. There had been rioters on the streets in New York City, rioting over the cost of flour. Banks were folding, and the Kirtland Safety Society did not escape. With the folding of that society, the average investor received back about 12.5 cents on every dollar it had put in the society. With Joseph Smith and Sidney Rigdon's name appearing on the dollars from the society, the feeling was Joseph Smith was a fallen prophet. There was great difficulty among the saints to be able to distinguish between temporal affairs as well as spiritual matters. Suddenly the word on the street was Joseph Smith, fallen prophet. Wilford Woodruff was at once approached on the matter, and Joseph said to him, "Wilford, are you friend or foe?" And Wilford said, "I'm a friend of a prophet of God." So it was a difficult time. It was dark days, even dark days for Parley P. Pratt. As he writes his autobiography, he says, "These were my darkest days." As he too is listening to the dissidents, he too, in a September 1837 meeting held on September 3rd in the Kirtland Temple, is being charged with transgressions. Now, amidst these dark days, Joseph and Sidney Rigdon will be charged with setting up an illegal bank. They will be placed in a jail setting, a way will be made for their escape, and they will literally escape their way to Missouri. With Joseph not in town, other Latter-day Saints that weren't floundering as it relates to the gospel. I mean, the question was, who's the Judas in our midst? But the faithful then forged on to Missouri, and eventually the saints gathered together at a new gathering place called Far West in Caldwell County.